Let's get ready for UFC 313 now, as we're going to break down the three big fights on this one today. Let's start in the lightweight division. It is Jalin Turner taking on Ignacio Bahamondes. Bahamondes is a really interesting fighter at 27. We got a couple highlight reels on the resume there, but I just, and this is going to be kind of a common theme throughout the preview here, I just kind of feel like Turner is a more talented fighter, and I just feel like he has this unique size that goes with a very good skill set. And it has not, as we talked about in the fighters to watch there, it has not been the most inspiring of journeys for Jalin Turner the last little bit, and it has set things back quite a bit for him. But I still think that when you look at the quality of the guys that he has lost to, Bahamondes just is not on that level. And so I feel like coming into this one, this is a little bit more the area where Turner is supposed to be, and so I think a win here gets him back on track. I still think there is a very, very talented fighter in there, and I think it is very concerning if you come up with a defeat in this fight if you are Jalin Turner. So really big fight for him. Very intriguing bout here at 155 pounds, and one that I'm excited to see when it gets into the octagon. I am going to take Jalin Turner, and my pick is by decision. Sorry, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can probably see that we're rifling between a couple of pages here, trying to get the odds for this particular one. There we go. Oh, and I clicked on the wrong thing. It is awesome you can get Breyer odds, though. But, all right, there we go. UFC 313. Let's take a look. Jalin Turner, the underdog, going into this fight. So, first pick's an underdog play. We're going to go Jalin Turner, plus 112 on that one, and feel pretty good about taking the underdog in that particular spot. So, yeah, liking this one so far. Let's now go stay in the lightweight division as Justin Gaethje takes on Rafael Fiziev. These two, it is a rematch from when they fought a couple of years ago. We discussed in the pre-fight about how important this fight is and how things have kind of changed for both of these guys coming out of this one. And I just feel like it has been such a long layoff for Fiziev, coming in now on short notice as well, and going into a fight with Justin Gaethje, who really doesn't seem like he's been affected by what happened at UFC 300 all that much. And so I really do think, with all things mentally being equal here, again, I think Gaethje is a better fighter than Fiziev is. I think Fiziev coming into this one if he had a full training camp to figure out what went wrong in that last bout, then maybe. But to take this one on short notice with Gaethje getting ready for, quite frankly, I think a better fighter at this point in Dan Hooker, I just think that it is too much of a hill to climb for Fiziev at this point. And so I give Justin Gaethje the edge in this one. I think he gets it done. I think it is going to be a very, very fun fight. And so again, we're going with an underdog pick in this. A little surprising again to see Justin Gaethje coming in as the underdog in this particular bout at plus 135, and taking a look, because I do kind of think that Fiziev is going to be good enough, I guess, to not get knocked out here. And so Justin Gaethje by points is plus 300. So a little bit of value play on that one for a Justin Gaethje coming up here today. So a couple good underdog plays that I'm liking early on in this contest. Really happy with how the odds have kind of stacked up for us here. And that goes to the main event of the evening. It is Alex Pereira defending the light heavyweight championship against Magomed Ankalaev. And a lot of the talk this week has been about Ankalaev's wrestling. He doesn't use it as much as you would assume someone named Magomed Ankalaev would use it. He does like to keep things standing a little bit, and every round starts on the feet. I can't imagine, with 5 rounds staying on the feet, that Alex Pereira doesn't eventually break through in a big-time way. I just think that the skill set as a stand-up fighter is at an elite level. And so because of that, I just don't see this being a banana peel that he slips on. I think that when you get into those stand-up battles that Ankalaev, I do think that once Ankalaev kind of understands that he is going to be on the wrong end of the stand-up battle, that the game plan will probably shift. But I do also think that it won't be as easy for him to just get inside and get a takedown. That's been a strategy for a couple of guys, and it hasn't worked on Pereira just yet. So I think Poatan, the one of the best fighters in the world right now, stays it, and I think he comes away with a victory, probably by a stoppage, in this bout. And so again, we go to the odds, and it is essentially a toss-up fight right now, with Pereira the slight favorite at -115. And so I don't mind just jumping on Pereira -115 in that spot. Going to look here quickly. The money seems pretty well split in terms of who it's on more in this one. But let's take a look at where we are at with the odds for a potential stoppage, because I do think he ends up getting the stop in this particular fight. Will the fight go the distance? No is -223. Pereira by knockout, TKO, or disqualification is +125. So you get a little bit better odds on that one there. So I don't mind that. So three fight predictions, and we got 2 underdogs and 3 plus money plays for you here today. Really excited about that. Taking a look at the rest of the card, honestly, like Amanda Lemos +120, that is another live underdog for everyone in this fight. I like that one too, and think we can maybe get a little bit out of that. Ray Saruya at +165 is another good underdog play. So there's a few underdog spots here that I'm really digging at UFC 313. And then if you want to pair that with what feels like a bit more of a sure thing, I think Curtis Blades has a pretty easy time with Rizvan Kuniev at on the first fight of the prelims there. So I think that this is a night where we can maybe cash in on a few things at UFC 313.